Hey guys, it's me T coming at you with a wonderful new video. What was I gonna say? Let me just check in to see. Okay, cool. All right, before I wasn't showing up. I was trying to get prepared. Okay. All right, this is in case so that I can see what you guys have going on. What's up? What's up, people? What's up? All right, I don't know. All right, so we're in my career corner today. I revamped it, and that's also one beautiful thing about feng shui is, um, you know, it's very interesting because feng shui, kind of, once you redo things, you get a new perspective on life. You get a fresh flow coming into your life, and it's really beautiful. So it's just kind of like this. It's interesting. This was like my work table before, and then all of a sudden became my makeup table. And I was like, oh my, it's just beautiful how transformative life is if you get really resourceful and if you kind of just pay attention to your life, to like what you need and what you've always wished and dreamed for, right? Don't mind me. I have a, oh my gosh, my back is hurting, so I have my back wrapped. But I'm super excited about this. By the way, happy Super Bowl. That's what's going on today. Happy new moon energies that really have, I feel, kicked in tonight. I mean, I know it's like usually you can feel it like 3 to 4 days out before or after. And up until 7 days, I heard, which is for the truly sensitive. But the whole thing is, it's very interesting because I literally just I felt into it today. Like I took a nap and I woke up and I was like, oh my God, these are the new energies. Like I felt it, right? So, I mean, I act like I'm surprised, but I always like feel it. But the funny thing is, I thought it would never come, put it that way. So we're really working with amazing energies. And again, this is like a new kind of setup that we have going on. I was doing the readings for my bed before because I was like bedridden a little bit, right? So again, heavier energies. You were just dealing with heavier energies in terms of, transformation. So, all right, getting right into it, guys. I'm getting to start with this card first. I know we kind of left this for like either the second one or the last one, but I feel as though this is how it's going to go. If you can use your imagination, I'm going to grab this card. We're going to talk about it. I'm also getting to read the card. Read out of the book for the card. And then it's gonna wash over the other cards. So basically this one's like the top down where it's just gonna, spread its joy all over the place. By the way, the name of the game today is Complete Joy. I have a yellow star here for joy as my little placemat for the candle, but also, kind of lighting your life. You know what I'm saying? To where you can really be your most beautiful self. And so, yeah, so let's get right into it. I think, is there anything else that I wanted to say about this? No. I just wanted to say that I didn't put this in the description, but we're using what is it, the messages from your angels deck, which, might I add how interesting this is? This was, I think, one of the first decks I got for myself. And, I didn't really appreciate it until later on in life, where the energy of this deck is super, super delicate, super gentle. And that's why I now resonate with it. But I was going to actually sell this deck, but I ended up not, like, ended up being in my life. So it's just very interesting. So these are really kind of highlighting gentle energies. The new energies that are coming in are going to be purely gentle on you. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very grateful that these are being used as my career, as not my own, but as just the collective's career deck, because we really do need to be a lot more gentle when it comes down to our lives in general, but our careers for sure, okay? Because, like, there's too much yang masculine going on and not enough gentleness, right? Which is more of a feminine energy. So it's really out of balance. So this really brings everything back into balance and back into perspective, like I said. Okay. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I love this one. This is one of my favorite cards. All right, so Aurora, it says, here you go. I'm actually going to just show it to you, and now that you can clearly see it without obstruction of any kind. Amen. So it says, Aurora, you are flying high right now because you're being so super fucking positive in your life. Amen. Which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. Now, it's very interesting. I think of Aurora Borealis, and that's been coming up in my life as a theme, Aurora Borealis, like where it's... Oh, you know how it came up? I'm going to tell you this right now. It's so interesting. So last night, I ended up watching Finding Dory, all right? Just like catching the last kind of bit of it. And the whole thing is, it was so interesting because at the end of the movie, if anybody has ever seen it, Dory goes to kind of like a far out little like, I guess like a peninsula type of thing. And she's watching the sun rays come through the water and they're just observing how beautiful it is. And it's really funny because I actually saw it as I was musing it as the Aurora Borealis. I was like, wow, that's crazy because it's like the Aurora Borealis that like is basically what it is to us in comparison to what fish see in the water, right? Like when they see the sun and hit the water, it's, you know, it's a glimmering and shimmering of sorts, which is still beautiful, and it's kind of like their Aurora Borealis, but our Aurora Borealis is more so like, I feel like, you know, coming from the heavens, coming from the sky, right? So again, it's like light hitting our air in a sense. I don't know how it all works, but I'm just saying like it's just very interesting how it ended up being kind of the same concept in my eyes, and I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome because that's like one of my dreams that I actually really want to go see. But here's why I'm saying Aurora Borealis, because Aurora also I think the Latin word for aurora is light. I'm not sure. I have to, or maybe it's aura. Maybe it's obviously aura, like, you know, your energetic field. But I want to say your energetic field is being cleansed, it's being rebalanced, and it's being healed, right? But it's also being super well lit up. Like you are joyous, you are flying high because you're like, you don't even know where the fuck you're flying to, but the flying high part is exactly how you're feeling for no you know, apparent reason whatsoever, but you just know really good things are coming in with this new energy, this is a beautiful card to depict the new energy, right? So it's kind of like also what I'm getting is don't give up. Because even though sometimes it's funny, sometimes we fly high, we don't understand even why. We just feel it and we're just like, all right, cool. I'm feeling happy. Like there's no real rhyme or reason to it. But the whole thing is like, and then somebody comes along and tries to take you down. And that's the way that they can really take you down by saying like, what are you happy for? Like you got nothing to show for yourself, like that type of thing. But if anybody in that kind of like, you know, and there's gonna be people that are, you know, the miserable people that are really gonna try to take the joy people down instead of work to them, right? And so I just want to let you know that when it comes down to this, it's like keep your joy high no matter what, because these fuckers have no idea. Like they're just hating that they can't get in on it. And the whole thing is, it's just a kind mindset. It's a very grateful mindset. And, you know, when you're trying to be a good person also, it's that type of mindset. So whatever a good person to you means, in a lighthearted way, that's exactly what joyous people are all about. They just keep to it as a habit, and they don't fucking take other people down when they're feeling, you know, upset or bad, or like they're actually super happy for other people no matter what, knowing that their time will come eventually, okay? So, you know, there's like, and again, a miserable mindset is a lack mindset, so don't let these people that don't have enough joy in their life take you down, all right? And that's really, if you don't feel trustworthy in yourself by this point, to be like, you know, I like they're continuously taking me down. I don't know how else to like even overcome this. then what you call on is you're going to call on love power or God power, okay? And that's going to kick in and that's going to bust these people's asses. Like in terms of like they're going to fall on the floor being very like they don't understand what is going on in your life, how you're being so high vibed, but what you just did and what they can do as well is call on the believable energy or the believing energy, which is the God power or, you know, God joy or love joy or spark joy. Even let's get Marie Kondo up in here too. I mean, it's amazing. And she is fucking joyous. You know what I'm saying? Because she's helping people. She's doing, you know, she's using her strengths in this life. So it's just kind of like, amen to that, you know? So yeah, so this is all about, this is a purely joyous card. It's a highly spiritual because there's a lot of purple in here. So it's kind of like the heavens and you can see the sky here and you can see kind of like you, like this is like you leaving the old, leaving the darkness and then just going and heading to a new area in life that you don't even know, but this is a new phase of life. Like you are flying past these thresholds, right? Even though where you were was really beautiful and very like something to always be grateful for and also, you know, learn from and bring into your future. I feel as though the future holds a lot of greater things for you than you've ever wished for yourself, than you've ever dreamt up for yourself, okay? So there's a lot of wealth here, right? There's purples, there's golds. I mean, this is like, there's shine, right? Shine, and there's purity, right? From the soul. So it's like our soul with this new moon is really being purified on a very deep level, but also on a level where no one can fuck with us anymore, okay? And I love this because I'm seeing like Wonder Woman here, which is my Wonder Woman to me is not just strength. She's like a philosopher type of like you know, wonder to me is like full how do you say it? It's like a philosopher vibe, okay? So that's why I love it because it's like that's one of her strengths. So oh my god, and if you can see this, well, my brushes are kind of like not the greatest, but can you see this? That's the funny part. Oh my god, I never knew. So it's like your philosophy of believing, okay, because she has this third eye of a star that is believing, is taking you places, okay? So that's really funny that they wanted me to show that and compare it to that. So it's kind of like you have this newfound confidence in your joy and you're just like, yo, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks. That's it. Like, this is where I'm going to stay. So it's kind of like, it's really, really beautiful. So let's see how this kind of how this shines upon the yin and yang aspect of... Do I stop shuffling the cards right here right now? Are you sure? Okay. Let me shuffle these cards too, just to balance them out. Do I stop shuffling the cards right here right now? Okay. So it's very interesting because I feel like... Alright, let me just double check one more time. Is it for our highest and best good to stop shuffling the cards right here right now? Yeah, I thought so, but they're like, stop shuffling. Do I stop shuffling the cards right here right now at all? I don't know why I just did that. Sorry. Do I stop shuffling the cards right here right now at all? Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, because I just felt like I didn't shuffle them well enough, and I felt like the cards that we got yesterday was going to come through. So it's like, yo, we need something different, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm trying to manipulate, but I'm also trying to get, like, you know, the fresh vibes. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to read this, right? Out of the book? Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I just will think at it and flip anything over. There was something else I wanted to say here, but I forgot what it was. If it comes up, it comes up. All right, let's see. Aurora. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. All right. So also what I wanted to say here is, isn't this so beautiful? We have the world here, right? And so there's these worldly energies changing. But also there's this light, right, that's coming in with the moon. It's like the world and the moon, I feel. And so what I feel with this is that it's literally like this is the new angelic energy coming in, this gentle energy, placed upon us and also in our souls and in our spirits, so that we can lighten up our load and fly higher than ever before. Okay. So again, so I just want to say how amazing it is that, it's all synced up, in terms of synchrodestiny and, or synchronicity, however you want to call it. I was using Deepak Chopra. Oh, fuck. That was a confirmation. Deepak Chopra's, actually, it's funny, as I said Deepak Chopra, I was like, Wonder Woman fell down. Which is, he's a philosopher, so I find that so funny. All right, so anyhow, hilarious. All right, so this card, oh, Major Enlightenment. Okay, it's on page number 27. I resonate with that a lot. So, hence the yellow, hence the joy, hence the light, the enlightenment. Beautiful. The pure type of energies coming in. That's excellent. So it says, your intentions have created an upward trend in your life. New opportunities are coming your way. And let me just concentrate for a second. Sorry, guys, because I was just like thinking about something else. Your intentions have created an upward trend in your life. New opportunities are coming your way, and your inner and outer self radiates this positive growth. Amen. By intentions, I really feel like you've been placing new habits in your life, but also new kind of manifestations, dreams, right? That you want to kind of make sure that you see in this lifetime. And you're actually very committed. You're like, no. Like this time around, like it's kind of like never before have you ever manifested this fucking strongly and adamantly about your life. That's how I feel. It's like you've really kind of gained this level up of manifestation, and it's super fucking beautiful. So it says new opportunities are coming your way, and your inner and outer radiates this positivity. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I had to, just in case somebody walked in. New opportunities are coming your way, and your inner and outer self radiates this positive growth. You may worry that others will be jealous of your current and forthcoming success, so you will be sensitive about discussing your achievements. Now, this is something to really note here. Do not share your forthcoming successes with people who are not happy for you. Okay, because I don't like the word jealous. I find that has been out of my dictionary for a very long time. Because it's one of the lowest, most negative, most stale motherfucking vibes that you can absolutely even be creating in your own world with it, right? So it's kind of like just knock it out of here, just kick its ass and like just fucking leave it be, right? Like that's my whole thing. It's like just kick its ass and walk away from it. Like in terms of like take it out of your vocabulary. So there's going to be people, but I know that you already know which people you're going to keep in your life and tell beautiful and wondrous things. Actually, that's the word that they really wanted me to use. Wondrous things, in terms of sharing wondrous things with, certain people. But with other people, they, at this point in your life, do not deserve it. That's how, because you've come into this growth aspect where you understand who respects you, who loves you, and who really kind of, what's the other word I was getting before? I can't really think of it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Love and respect are one of the same things. Oh, and who's kind to you, right? So it's like those three things: love, respect, and kindness. If they are not there from every fucking person in your world, and you'll know by exactly this. When you turn to this person and you actually are like, oh my God, like you can literally so easily say, oh my God, I love this person. Like they just like resonate so well with your soul that you can actually express it that easily. That's how you know who you're going to keep in your life. Not the ones that are questionable, because those fuckers are a definite no. And not the ones that are fucking truly miserable and upset and jealous and just nasty and just unkind, disrespectful, you know, like all that kind of shit, like, you know, unlovable, really. I mean, they've chosen to be unlovable in this life. That doesn't mean that you have to be unlovable in this life. And that doesn't mean that you have to be there for their growth process, okay? So that's what I wanted to share with you right there and then, is just that you don't have to deal with any of this shit. Keep it very simple, very clean. So, and even if your achievements are some sort of acknowledgments, like out loud or rewards or whatever the fuck, let it be. If they find out about the news, beautiful. If not, don't fucking share it with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't share anything that is very valuable to you. And, you know, because these types of people who are not happy for other people, they will do their best to bring you down. And the whole thing is, thank God for positivity, because you know what, as The Secret has taught us a long time ago, is that one positive thought negates 1,000 negative thoughts. Okay, so if you fucking throw positivity, and I'm not talking about the condescending positivity, like, oh, you should be more positive, you know what I mean? Not that type of shit. Like, more so like, be real on a positive note. And keep it real with them on a positive note, to kind of like, if you have to go there with them, like, your choice is to A, ignore them, walk away, like, who fucking cares, right? Because they don't really mean anything in your life anymore. And B, you choose to take a pause for yourself and literally give them the message that they need to hear from you on a positive vibe level, and keep it at that. Do not let anything else come out of your mouth. Be very, you know, be very sturdy and sageful in your wisdom, because that's all that they deserve. They don't deserve any more than that, right? So this is what I wanted to kind of express to you, that this is not something that, you know, success is very sacred and achievement is very sacred, because you've positively strived for that. These people who are miserable have not positively supported you on the striving of that. That's what I'm trying to say. So you have to understand that this is not something of theirs. This is something of yours. You have to keep it very clean, very simple, very sacred. I believe in that full throttle. And I believe that on a very quiet level, and I believe that on a very loud level. That same, it goes for the same. Like, it's one and the same for me. Whichever way you have to be in this life, in different and certain circumstances, that's how you're gonna show up. Simple, clean, sacred. You know what I'm saying? And that's more for you, not for them. And it's also in the aspect of, you know, both on a quiet level and on a loud level. When you need to be quiet, or you feel like being quiet, be quiet. If you feel like you need to say something and make sure it's going to fucking KO whatever they have to say out of the park type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. But, like, you know, knock them out in terms of what you have to, with your words. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, hit a home run with your words. And for that, you need a pullback type of patience to be basically just kind of feel what you need to say out here for the person to never fuck with you again, right? All right, so it says, you may also worry about the future, about where the new path is taking you. You may wish for a guarantee of future success, which is what you will have if you keep it simple, clean, and sacred. You will have the future success. And also real and raw and genuine, right? Like, I mean, that's how you're going to literally guarantee future success for you, by being like, you know, like I said, also with those things that I just said, but, you know, self-love, self-respect, and self-kindness, like, that's exactly what's going to kind of guarantee your future success no matter what you fucking do, okay? So that is what makes you a success, actually. And you don't need anything else other than that to prove it to you. So Aurora says, I'm here to help you enjoy the present and the process of your new venture. Trust that each moment is taking care of itself. God, or love, has always taken care of you, and he always will. Wow, that last sentence was coming to me today very strongly. So that really is that's crazy. That's something that really needed to be said. It says, okay, ask me, which is Aurora, to help you stay focused on the now. And so that's my intention to put out to everybody who's watching this video is we are now going to ask for Aurora's help to stay focused on the now and to let go of the worry habit so that we can enjoy these gifts in the now, always and forever, in this lifetime and beyond it. Gratitude is essential right now. And again, I was mentioning gratitude before, right? To keep your flight at a high altitude, okay? Also, what I'm getting is high altitude, high attitude, okay? So it's going to, your high attitude in terms of, you know, all that self-love, self-respect, I was going to say self-joy too. Self-joy, amen to that, because it's like you sparkle and shine, do that, you know? And, you know, your self-kindness, you know, that's definitely gonna keep you at that altitude. And it's just like, this is where you're going to connect to it. This is where you're going to commit to it. And that's it. There's nothing else to say there. There's nothing else. That's really beautiful. That's why I had to read it, I guess, in the book, because, I mean, it was talking about, it was reinforcing gratitude. Absolutely. And also it was, and only to be grateful, well, grateful, yes, but only to be friends with the grateful, right? Because they are really the ones that are going to be grounded enough to be very appreciative of all that they get in this life, which is you included, right? And nothing less than that, nothing less than that. Oh, hey, Bridget Lopez, hi. I don't know if you're still here with us, but thanks so much for joining us in terms of, yeah, this reading. Let's see what else is going on. Let me just also take a drink. Oh my God, guys, this is amazing. This is heart chakra shit right here. The good shit, you know? So it says, teach only love, for that is what you are. Okay? That's so beautiful. So again, talking about a high altitude attitude. You're going to come from love. And sometimes love can be real and raw. Like sometimes love doesn't look like love, okay? But you know love when it's felt, okay? That's all you got to say. I mean, that's all I want to say there, because I can actually speak like this, right? Which is very kind of like in a harsh tone, but it's, or like an empowered tone. But it's a loving tone. It's not something that it's going to take you down. It's more so like, here's what you need to do for yourself so that you can get kind of the rewards that you deserve, okay? And if you don't listen, you're going to get fucked, and I don't want you to be fucked. I want you to be fucking flawless in your fortunes, okay? So, let me just take this in for a second while I just grab some water. Give me one moment. Oh, love it. Just enough. All right. Woohoo! Thanks for the wait there. So, teach only love, for that is what you are. Now, that's the interesting part, is this is the heart chakra. This is also Archangel Raphael. This is your heart opening up with everything positive that you have to say, that you have to stand for, and that you kind of stick up for yourself in, okay? So, you know, sometimes if you feel like a little battered, like I do lately, in terms of energetically, you're just kind of like I have before, I'm going to let it go right now with this new moon, but I'm saying like there's what I'm trying to say here is like sometimes, you know, just like I said, on a quiet level, you can teach love by not saying a damn thing, okay? Which is also standing up for your heart, which is also teaching love. You know what I'm saying? And because that space, just like in music, when music is love, right? So when you have a space between notes, right? I forgot if there's a quote out there, or I don't know where I learned it, but basically they were just saying that the space between the notes is really the most important part of music, because that's where the invisible lies, but that's where the kind of flow and feeling lie. And so when you give space to somebody, like when you retract a little bit of your energy, when you're kind of in a conversation with somebody, you know, by also teaching them love through patience, okay? With yourself, the conversation, and them, you literally can teach love at the highest level of just quietness, that space, right? So it's just like believe in that space, believe in the way that you teach love, and fly that shit to the fucking moon. You know what I'm saying? Moon and back, and further out than the moon and back. You know what I'm saying? So because we don't know what else is out there, right? So we've only uncovered so much, right? So, and I also don't know if there's anything farther than the moon because I'm not really I'm not like an astrologist, right? So I have to kind of go look back into that. Oh my god, I'm getting so hot right now. That means, whoo, the A-team is around. So what was I going to say? Is there anything else to say with this? Okay, they're saying yes. You are is sticking out, okay? And then I was piecing it together with my logical brain. You are love, okay? And so you are is what they wanted me to look at. Love is what I put together there. And that is all you have to stand for. That's why you don't, sometimes you have to teach on a very quiet level, on a very small level, but just understanding that and really vibrating with that is your power, is your strength, is the knowledge of how you're going to treat yourself, okay? So again, and I love this because a lot of I really do, I want, like, my intention for all of my readings is basically to express more, to teach on how love really needs to be, because it's not hard. It's just that people really complicate it. It's not hard at all. So it's basically to decomplicate what love is, but also to make sure that you are in your self-love all the time, because of the fact that, you know, life can literally wipe some fucking shit from underneath your feet. Like, you could wipe you out, is what I'm trying to say, at any given moment without you even fucking knowing, because of some whatever karmic shit or whatever the fuck. It doesn't even matter. You don't even know, you know, lesson needing to be learned, some shit. And it's like, you just need to know that even throughout that, because that's how I've been feeling lately, even though I'm going through this like rebirth process. It's like you still need to rely on your self-love throughout the entire process. And also those that are helping you need to feel your self-love so that they can feel like they can go further in their life, because we're all connected. Okay. So again, it's like this is a small card, but it is a very big card. It's a huge believing card. Okay. So please do that for yourself, guys. Like that's not some small shit. That's not some small shit. You are love. That is some big, powerful, good shit right there. And you need to honor that. You need to respect that. You need to really self-love and nurture that every fucking day, you know? And by that, I mean, be very gentle with yourself. Be kind. Be loving, you know? To yourself, so that you can be that to others and not bring people down, because that's bullshit energy. You know what I'm saying? That's that nasty, garbage, toxic energy that no one fucking can function off of. Not even the person giving it out. They just think that they can, but they can't, you know? And they're going to fucking, you know, I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to say karma can be a really good bitch or a really bad bitch. And I'm literally on the side with karma all the time. I have her as my quote unquote fear factor, but love factor, in terms of like that keeps me regulated and grounded, and also in the right direction, to know that there's cause and effect in everything that you do. Okay. Let me just breathe, guys. Whew. And with that being said, you don't fuck around with karma. You do not fuck around with karma. That's like I'm so adamant about that. It's like you think you're, like, if you think you're invincible when it comes to karma, you got another thing coming. And let me just tell you, life is going to show you on what type of karmic cycle you're on, okay? So, again, this could also be a past life karmic thing, or it could be, like, in your life karmic thing. You never know when something's going to come at you. That's what I'm saying. Like, keep on your self-love game, okay? Because that's your strength. That's your power. Woo! Guys, I love this. This is huge. Look at this. Okay, so you may read it by yourself, or I can read it to you right now, which is the star of riches is shining on you this month. Okay. Now, this is so amazing because obviously we're talking about good fortune. So this is some good, and obviously these are people that resonate with me. I always put that out there because you know what? You're never going to make everybody happy. And so I choose to literally only do a reading for people that resonate with me. And if you are clicking into this, you resonate with me. That's basically what it is, right? So the whole thing is like you live your life on a high vibe level. And not in a dramatic kind of like miserable type of level, okay? So what you're getting this month, but also with starting out with these new moon energies, which is tomorrow, the star of riches is shining on you this month, which is, first of all, recognition right away is what I get with the star. I also get, I mean, believing to me is a star energy, right? So star equals believing to me. Now, there's going to be a lot of riches in terms of more ways than just one when it comes to your monetary needs, all right? Because you've really stuck it out on such a beautiful level in terms of just habitually and just high vibed and you know and also praying and gratitude journaling and just really doing really good, implementing really good habits for yourself where it's like they're actually kind of ingrained in you by now, right? And you've been doing so well in treating yourself well and treating others well that there's obviously something huge coming in this month for you. This is a pink card, so that means your heart chakra is opening. Now, we have both a green and a pink. They're both heart chakra colors, okay? To me, pink is compassion. So it's the compassionate aspect of the heart. Green is the chakra, like the deeper base color of the heart chakra. And so what I want to say here is it's like because you've been doing such a great job on yourself. Who is this? I just saw this. Sorry. Hey Eve, hi. Thanks for stopping in and for your still here. So long story short, you know, you're doing a great job on basically just really, you know, treating yourself really well, okay? And by doing this on a small and on a grand scale, I feel as though you're definitely going to, your heart chakra is opening, you're flying high because you're feeling these believing vibes, like these joyous energy, new energies coming in with this new moon is going to really open your heart chakra to its fullest in terms of believing, in terms of loving, in terms of, in terms of just being authentically, genuinely who you are and shining in that, okay? And not even swaying from it anymore because of the fact that it's like at this point in your life, you've already had it. You've had you're done with this swaying back and forth of, oh, I want to be this person, but you know, do I deserve to? Do I, you know, is it meant for me? Like, I don't know. This doubting energy is gone. It's gone. It's long gone. Okay. And so what you're really signing with, committing to like permanently and prosperously is the aspect of your Aurora self, which is you're like, no motherfuckers, I'm going to start flying high. I'm going to start shining bright. And I don't give a damn who the fuck sees me anymore, right? Like, it's like all of your, like with this, I just feel like the energetic moon that's coming in is washing out all of these kind of doubtful imperfection energies that, you know, we kind of were very like, we were very inclined to kind of take the side of, like, oh yeah, you know, that's what happened to me in the past. So, you know, I don't want to do that again to myself anymore. Like, I don't want to feel those feelings. But now it's like, no, we can actually revisit these things if we're meant to in a very high vibed energy and level where we're like more empowered than ever. And yellow is enlightenment and empowerment to me, right? So along with joy. So it's like we're just coming into these energies where we're just like, we're so empowered and we're just so like fuck you, like, negative world, right? Because I don't want to say fuck you to the entire world, but it's like, fuck you, negative world. Like, I'm showing up. I'm flying in the way that I need to fly, and whoever's with me is going to be with me. Whoever's not, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's like, I need to feel this heightening freedom within myself eventually, right? And so you've gone through this last phase of life, and I keep talking about this last phase, but I mean, really, I wasn't feeling it before, but today I'm feeling that we're really coming into these, like, into this newer phase of life where, before, I think I felt like they were prepping us for this, like, newness, but now it's like, okay, it's finally here, because I feel it in my heart. I feel it in the ways that I behave and the ways that I speak and the way that I actually really, like, if you were to be self-aware on a daily basis, not even daily, a moment-to-moment basis, you can literally watch yourself grow and watch yourself, like, let go of things really quickly. Like, this isn't fucking working for me, fuck that, and just that type of thing. It's like you're really simplifying your life to becoming more powerful and becoming more of an authentic you, okay? So this is super big. I mean, super amazing. And I'm super grateful for everybody that's actually going to be experiencing this, because I know we've waited a very long time and we've gone through some crazy fucking shit to get to this aspect in terms of what we deserve. Okay. Because we've stuck to it. We could have very easily said, fuck this shit. Like, like 2 or 3 steps into the game. Like, we could have been like, fuck this shit, this is not working. But no, we held through. We held it out. We were just like, no, we're going to see our reward some way, somehow. Maybe it's this time around, it's taking a bit longer. Like there was we're coming out of a huge fucking phase that literally, I don't know if, again, if you resonate with me, you'll probably kind of understand what I'm saying, is that you have not literally felt kind of rewards that you deserve come in for a very long time, and you've been working at life and towards life and with life for a very long time on a positive note, without any type of kind of like gratitude feedback, okay, like gratuitous feedback, or without any type of what's the word I'm looking for, is like I don't know, I can't think of it. But basically, it's just like without gratification. I think that's what I was trying to get to, okay? So without gratification, and so it's like you've been working on this long haulness of your life without any long-term gratification, and now it's like the physical rewards are coming in, the seen rewards are coming in when they were so fucking unseen, and you were so operating in an unseen type of way. Like, what is this all for? Like, what the fuck? Like, but like, I'll still keep on going. That's fine. I'll still keep on going. But like, show me something, right? So now you are actually going to see the culmination of things coming through, which is going to be fucking beautiful. Now, this is definitely a career. This also is for sure a career reading, because of the fact that, we're talking about riches here. We're talking about shining bright. We're talking about, recognition is shining bright. Things that you've been kind of working towards in terms of teaching the world about love and the way that you function in your love will now bring you to this high flying satisfaction type of energy. So it's so beautiful. And not only that, but you get to be so authentic. Feel into this, guys, because this is so, not only is it success, it's like fucking infinity success, okay? Because this is the thing. You literally get to operate your business or whatever, your career, or get into a new career of what is more fitting for you. So again, it's all your authenticity. But then you add in your self-love that you've worked for. And then you add in, like, the aspect of you flying high oh, fuck, what was it? It was authenticity and... Hold on, guys. And empowerment, but there was something else. Fuck. All right, whatever. But you feel into like, there's this authenticity and empowerment and this high-flyingness that you get to have now, which is, like, 3-in-1 success. This is not just like, oh, just the one thing that people are going after, or just like the usual thing that people are going after. No, this is a feeling that people have not seen in the career aspect of life in a very long time, right? So when you show up and you talk about your career, or you talk about yourself, or you talk about whatever the fuck you want to do, love, I mean, the way that you, first of all, career needs to be something that you care about. So that in a sense is basically you teaching how you know to love this world in the way that you know how, right? So you're basically you're coming within your authenticity, but within the knowledgeable empowerment of, here's how I know what the fuck is gonna work, okay? And then people are gonna be fucking blown away, because I feel like it's something also very unique, because I know that I'm a very unique person. Even though I may not look like it on the outside, I keep it kind of like, it's so funny, I keep it kind of like hidden and mysterious, but at the same time, I feel like those that resonate with me are super unique in terms of what they have to offer this world. And now you get to offer it not in a doubtful type of like, how are they going to understand me type of way. You will fucking show up and you're going to be like, no bitches, you're going to understand me on this level, on this level, on this level, and I don't give a fuck. And if you have any questions, you ask me straight up. And if you don't, like, if you're hating on me, you gotta be pushed to the side. Like, you're just like your own fucking boss in this realm of feeling, okay? People have not sensed this type of empowerment in a very long time that's going to be exuding from you, and you are just gonna fucking show up and just like bust right through anything what anybody else has to say about you, because you've grown, you've fucking you've developed, you've went through such a fucking growth process where you just feel as if you're saying to the world, to the negative world, okay? Because I think a lot of us were trying to please both worlds, the positive and the negative world. But now it's like we've realized that, listen, we can't make everybody happy. We're not here to do that because it's too fucking exhausting. We've already learned that. And now it's like, no, the positive world is where my market is at. The positive world is who's going to understand me. Excuse me. And that's all I'm fucking catering to. I'm not catering to any other fucking crazies who think that they can be, you know, like us, but aren't. Do you know what I'm saying? But haven't worked a day in their life towards positivity, but yet want a piece of the pie. You can't have it because it's just not for you. You won't understand the information coming through. You haven't been able to feel. That's the whole thing. So this is we're leveling up to feeling vibes, where, you know, in the career aspect of this world, guys, like, and not this, I mean, do I want to say it that way? Yeah. It's like the career aspect in the US and in the world in general, we're not taught to feel. Do you know what I'm saying? So now we're bringing feeling into the business arena. And, you know, the way that you bring your feeling sensation to the business world is going to fucking impact us royally and mystically, like magically, mystically, like all that good shit, you know? So it's just going to be like, this is a huge boom. This is a huge boom in terms of transition and change, and just we're fucking ready. That's all I have to say. It's like we're coming out of like whatever this last type of like purging process needs to happen for us. And we're ready to break free. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Break free. Hold on. Hey, Eve. I didn't even realize you responded. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much for catching me live. I appreciate it. Yes, you always have to show up as who you are. Breaking free that's exactly what this energy is, but it's more than that, which is crazy. Breaking free is like, okay, I broke free. No, but you don't understand. Like, there's an empowerment to the breaking free, but there's like 3 times the empowerment. This is so big that will then also end up having you foundationally building a new type of life and world for yourself. Okay, so it's like this 3-in-1 empowerment is then going to bring in this 4th, you know, level of, well, what did I want to say? Just groundedness, like firm foundation, like fucking successful foundation of which you will build upon, right? So it's amazing. Yeah, fuck that. I cannot, like, I have no tolerance for people who are not grateful. And I'm talking about, like, in all different ways. Like if you think that you can be picky and choosy about gratitude, you're not my person. I can tell you that right now. Gratification needs to be there as the groundwork. And you know what? You can sense that in people. You don't actually have to like it's funny. You don't have to like be an observer to somebody saying thank you, or it's how they say thank you. It's how they actually even function out of their life that you know that they're gratitude filled. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, okay, one small thing. If somebody comes in and just chucks their shit like this, right? Like, you know that they're not fucking grateful a little bit, right? Because they're just like, okay, whatever, it's a thing, fuck it. And I'm like, no, dude, everything has a fucking home, a purpose, a place. And you handle things with fucking gentle gratitude, right? Because of the fact that it's just like, you know, like, care. Just give it a little care. You know what I'm saying? But some people can just like toss it. I've never tossed a fucking damn thing in my life like that. Like that's the craziest thing. Not to say that you have to be like me, but I'm just saying like that's how much I care about my shit. Like I would never like be like tossing my keys. Like fuck that. Like unless you have to like rush to the bathroom, because then I get it. It's like just toss fucking everything and go. Yes, authentic success is what it's going to be. And I was trying to pick up on the word that I was trying to get, but it's like joyous. It's authentic and it's joy, and it's like you're going to get what people have. You're going to get what people have, but you're going to get more of it. You know what I'm saying? Like more of it in an energetic type of way, like where you're just like more satisfied with it, but where you're also more like just high vibed with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're just like, yo, I don't know, it's just gonna land. Like I just feel like things are gonna start landing in people's laps. Like miracles are fucking coming, you know? So believe, you know? And believe times 5. Yeah, I don't think Bridget's here anymore. I think she might have just, like, you know, ended up coming in, coming out, which is cool. That's all good. Yeah, flakes. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck the flakes. And the only flakes I fuck with are cornflakes, baby. And I'm talking about the Tony's. The Toadies frosted flakes. I love that. I don't eat them often because they're way sweet, but they're damn crunchy and good. Yeah, I mean, learn skill to be kind, very true, but also it's a feeling skill to be kind, right? Like if you were to be more of a feeler, you can be a healer in your kindness. You know what I'm saying? But people they're not taking that route. They're taking things more mental and more like, I want this, so I'm going to go after that. And it's just like, yeah, but there's a person involved there. There's a heart in between you and going to get what you want. And you can't just be like an asshole all the time and expect good things to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to feel the certain causes and effects of how things are going to work out, or else you're doomed. I mean, literally, I'm going to use that word because of the fact that you're really fucked in this life. Like, because, and it's crazy, like, how a lot of the times, like, us people working so hard, like, oh, it's 12/12, guys. Yay! Yeah, was born kind. Amen. And you better fucking stick to your kindness, where even if a mean person comes around, like, don't ever, get out of sway with your kindness, okay? Like, so I was going to say unsway, but that's not even a word. But what I'm trying to say is don't ever sway yourself out of kindness because of other douchebags. Just hold to it. And that's what you've done here. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we've fucking stuck through it, and we're now going to get rewarded. Do you know what I'm saying? And those people that were unkind to us, or those people that have, you know, just choose every day to fucking be a little asshole-ish, like in the negative way, they ain't gonna get a bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's like you treat how you would want to be treated. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think that you're gonna feel good, right? If you are the person, because I'm trying to reverse the roles. If you're thinking that you are the person that wants to, okay, so let's say you're dealing with a person that wants to get through you to get to the reward. It's like, if you were that middleman person, wouldn't you want to get treated nicely to then also have that last type of reward be more meaningful and more kind of like win-win for everybody, instead of just one win for that one person? It's like it makes, first of all, it's not common sense. It just doesn't fucking work for the long haul, and it's annoying. I don't know how else to say it. You know, it's funny because people will call us mean because of the fact that we tell the truth. And so it's funny, and I'm telling you, I've juggled with that for so long, because it's like, well, do I keep shut about this? But then do I fucking say something? But then I don't give a damn. If I feel like fucking speaking the truth now, the truth is gonna come out. If I don't, it's because, and the whole thing is, when a truth speaker doesn't speak on a truth that they see, that is a huge fucking problem for the other person that is not seeing it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Or is not even deserving of receiving that little bit of fact. You know what I'm saying? Huge. And you gotta watch out when a truth teller like is so filled in their wisdom, where they're not fucking telling you the truth. Like, they're shutting up on telling you the truth because you either can't handle it, or you either are such an asshole that you actually don't deserve to be told the truth. That's a huge fucking red flag, dudes, on that other person's part. So it's like, you better watch out for the fucking truth tellers, because truth tellers will have that option to not tell the truth sometime, but also to keep the truth to themselves, which is, that is not cute. Like, let me tell you something, because that's like basically the truth teller saying, okay, I see you, I see what you're doing here, and you're gonna get fucked over one day because of it, but I'm not gonna warn you. You know what I'm saying? And you have that every right to do so if you know that person has been on a continuous flow of that, where it's like, if they don't see it by now, you're not gonna fucking tell them, because you know what? Maybe they've done something to you. So it's like, fuck it. Like, I'm not the bearer of bad news, but also a lot of the times it's funny because you would tell that person the truth and they would have so much to say back, and it's like, dude, if you don't receive somebody's opinion about what the truth is, and you're always kind of like hounding them, oh, you don't know nothing, and you're always coming back with negative shit, that person is no longer going to come at you with the truth anymore. They're going to shut the fuck up, royally speaking, to save their own energy. And then you're going to be left dataless, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. And you're also going to forget who the fuck is valuable in your life, because the truth tellers are the valuable ones, right? Like, a lot of people are just like, they'll come back and they'll say like nasty things, like you said, Eve, like like, you're mean and shit like that. And it's like, damn, like, that's the shit that we don't deserve. But that's the reality of things, is like, when you tell a person who can't handle the truth, then, you know, and I'm talking about in a kind way, the delivery can be very kind. They literally don't, like, after a while, it's like, don't even fucking tell them the truth, because they don't even appreciate it or respect it, or they're not going to change their ways, you know? Yeah, amen to the lucky, good-natured, happy, waking up singing people. That is so true. Yeah, absolutely. Be happy. Be happy, be kind, be you, be authentic. It's so true. And that's how you're beautiful from the inside out. People don't realize that. That's how you really become beautiful from the inside out. But, you know, again, people just want to they want to be a receiver of the kindness, of the love and of the respect, but they're not willing to give it. So that's where it gets that's where these people are kind of like not proactive about being, you know, in their love, or showing love, respect, and kindness. And excuse me, they just like they want to be the receiver, but they don't want to be the giver, and that's a big problem. But that's not your problem, you know. Because me, we say, yeah, it's true. You know, the tone really comes from um, unresolved inner issues with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the tone really does take patience to kind of work with. So, but a good friend of mine, Gabriela Flores, which you might want to check into, she's the founder of Soul Excelsior. She literally taught me one huge thing in my life where I'll never forget, which is don't ever listen to the tone of how people are saying it, listen to the message. And to me, that was such a game changer because I was like, okay, I can actually not be affected by their tone anymore, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So it's such a golden piece of information that if she were not to exist, so thanks to her mom and dad for creating her, if she were not to exist, and she's also Libra, um, then I wouldn't have known that. And that's a huge like spiritual teaching and learning for this life, how to navigate it better. Yeah, it's really about sensitivity. Like, if you were sensitive towards others, like understanding and like cooperative and, like really like just kind of like all about the teamwork and win-win situations, you really don't have to be so aware of your tone, but you do at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? But like, again, if you're coming from a heart-based space, then that's all that it takes. Like, you can say words wrong, you can fuck up, but like your heart, like your heart is felt at all times. You know what I'm saying? Good. Oh, good. Yo, that's hilarious. Just glare. Oh my God. No, I'm super grateful that you did that for yourself because again, very interestingly enough, when you turn stuff around in feng shui in your space, it's absolutely self-love. It's absolutely paying attention that you don't want to mingle with these. First of all, you want to look for a better solution, right? In terms of like what would flow for you and what you would kind of like what you want to implement in your world, like any kind of dream essences that you want. Like if you want a vanity, you can create a vanity in an area with or without an actual vanity, So it's just like you can really create dreams through the feng shuiing, through feng shuiing your physical space, but also it's pure self-love to say, hey, I deserve that fucking dream come true. So it's super beautiful that you move your stuff around because again, it's there's so much to it where you're just like super showing the universe that you're deserving of new high vibed just energies coming through into your life, but also like, rewarding you with stuff that come along with it. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I realize that too. I was raised very old school, so there was a lot of like, yelling happening at me and stuff like that. And especially when you're different, like as I got older and more opinionated and was told to shut the fuck up, like I was like, I would get like kind of hated on. Like it was just one of those things. It would just be normal. But thank God that I have thick skin. Thank God, because but even with thick skin, like we're all super sensitive, and we have to understand that. So, the whole thing is it's like the yelling when a kid is getting yelled at, it's literally because an adult doesn't know how to explain themselves or doesn't feel like having the patience to explain themselves. But like you have to understand a kid like has only been here for so many years and he's actually like watching you do everything. I still watch my parents like in terms of what they do, like cuz they're teaching me all the time. through their actions, through their speaking, through their beliefs, through their conversation. I love that shit. I used to be that little kid under the table, like listening to adult conversations because that shit would interest me, right? And so like I learned a lot through them, but and I would ask a lot of questions, which would obviously get annoying, but I'm curious. Like I just love life and I like to learn more about life and shit. And so that type of stuff would like be really annoying to my parents where they're like, yo, know your role, blah, 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 and I'd be, okay, so I know my role, but then after knowing your role, they, they wouldn't have the patience to teach me shit, you know what I'm saying? Like certain different things, so I'd get yelled at, like, go, I don't know what I'm even trying to say there because it's fucking 12 o'clock at night, so I'm sorry, where I am at least. Yeah. It's really interesting. Yeah, I can go, like, with every comment you make, Eve, like, I can literally make a YouTube video about because of the fact that it can go so deep, right? But pansiness to me is very interesting because, pansiness is the strength, you know what I'm saying? But people don't find that. People don't find that, or like put it this way, the old school people never found it as a strength, but new school, like in the new day and age, like that is because pansy is showing your emotion, right? And so old school people, they weren't allowed. They were like too busy. They didn't fucking let that shit, come out, like that type of thing. But now it's like, yo, if you can show emotion and be vulnerable, you're at your finest fucking strength. And I'm talking about in a healthy way, not where you're just like, being a victimized, because I think that they were afraid of raising, kids that felt so victimized in different things. Like, so I think that's where the pansiness came from. But just because you're acknowledging emotion does not mean you're a pansy, first of all. Second of all, it doesn't mean that you're also not a strong person, because only the strong people can actually acknowledge their emotions. And in a healthy way, like I said, without victimization. Sometimes victimization comes out, right? Because like we all have weak moments. It's not a fucking, that's like not a surprise to anybody, because we're also like humanly imperfect, as if to say like we have stuff to work through in this lifetime too. So we're gonna be victims in certain ways when it comes to certain things because we feel too weak to it. But even that coming out in speaking it out and sharing it, even in a victimized way, actually makes you stronger because of the fact that you're actually recognizing it for what it is. You are acknowledging it. So, and as they say, the first step to solving a problem is acknowledgement of it. Right, every topic is so layered. It's so true. It's so true. Yo, Eve, thank you so much for stopping in. Love you, girl. And again, thank you, Bridget Lopez, also for stopping in as well. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Yeah, so I'll come back tomorrow with another vid and see what the energies are like for tomorrow. But these were the energies for today, and yeah, so. Have an amazing night, and we will chat tomorrow. Yeah, I'm done with the reading. I don't know where it ended, to be honest with you, but I'm done. I think I'm done. Am I done? Yeah, I'm done. They're telling me I'm done. No, you were here right on time. There's no such thing as late, girl. There's right on time. You were supposed to come in whenever you were supposed to come in, There's no harsh or tough feelings about that at all. So yeah, be sure to go back into the reading if you want to. I'm trying to make these a little shorter, but then again, I'm also allowing myself to not give a shit in terms of the time that it takes for all of me to express itself. But I just know that what I'm putting out there right now is that these readings are going to get so much more authentic. Like I just feel that, because I feel that I'm not that right now, like I feel like I'm like just passing, like I'm doing an okay job, I'm not trying to be hard on myself at all, like just coming on is a huge hurdle, but at the same time I just know that with with these freeing vibes coming up, like, woo, I'm gonna fly with these readings, girl. That's all I know. So, yeah. So, yes, thank you always for a good chat, Eve. I'll talk to you tomorrow if you end up coming on. All right. Good night. Take care. Thanks again for stopping in. Bye, everyone. Ciao. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Eve. I hope it is right on for you. Bye.